Hey guys, welcome to this new episode of Fulfilling Life series, and today I want to talk about all the books that changed my life, my mindset, and opened my eyes to a lot of things. If you're new here, my name is Anna. Welcome to my channel. In my videos I talk about minimalism, slow living, and self-improvement. Don't forget to subscribe, it will help me to be suggested to people who are interested in these subjects too. Today is episode number 2 of Fulfilling Life series. If you want to see the first episode, I will put the link in the descriptions box below and right here. This video is for you if you feel like you are unsatisfied with your life. I gave you some tips to up-level your life right now. You will see it's about small steps but with massive impact. Okay, so today I want to give you the list of all the books that changed my life. And don't forget to see the video until the end, because I think that the last book is not a book that a lot of YouTubers talk about. For each book I will give you a resume and the most important takeaway. So let's get started. So the first one is Essentialism from McKeown. As you know, I'm trying to adopt a slow living lifestyle, and I have to say that this book really helped me to embrace this lifestyle. I realized what is essential to me, and I tried as much as possible to work on these essential things rather than the others. In his book, the author explains how to challenge the I have to do it all, I'm always busy, and replace this by doing the right thing at the right time in the right way. This book helps you to select what is really essential to you, to regain control of your life, and to make your own choices. The most important takeaway in this book for me is when you say yes to something, you have to say no to another things that is maybe more important to you. So now when someone asks me something, I'm thinking about it twice, and I'm thinking about what I say no to. Even if it's not possible to say no to everything in your life, thinking about what you say no to will help you to prioritize your activities in your life. And finally, finding more reasons to say no. It helps me to make important decisions. A few months ago, I said no to things I would say yes last year. On the other hand, I say yes to things I thought I would say no last year, but completely changed my life. If you feel busy all the time and you don't know what's essential to you and you don't know how to manage all of this, I recommend this book. The number 2 is Your Money or Your Life from Vicky Rubin and Joe Dominguez. This book totally changed my way of thinking about money. In early 2020, I began to be interested in my financial situation. This area and my career were the two things that didn't satisfy me at this time. So when I have decided to change my career, I've decided to also be interested in my financial situation, and this book was the first one recommended when you want to have your financial freedom. It was the first time I read about the FIRE movement. I was totally obsessed with this book. I think I read it in 3 days. I started to implement what they tell in the book right away, and it made a huge difference. It's a 9-step program to help you live meaningfully and change your mindset about money. This book helps you to get out of debts, create a budget, and save your money. And it really does. The most important takeaway for me was when I calculated my price per hour. It was crazy. It made me realize I was totally underpaid regarding the number of hours I was working. I think that it's at this point that I've decided to change my job to have maybe fewer hours but better paid hours. It's with this book that I've started to make a budget and to stick to it. It's thanks to this book that I've started to save so much more money. This book totally changed my mindset about money. I realized that I was purchasing dumb things, and I also realized that it's possible to retire early. I recommend these books at 100%. The number 3 is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. It's a book I finished a few months ago, and some of the lessons were mind-blowing. In his book, the author tells us to embrace our fears, our faults, our limitations, and once we're confronting painful truth, we find the courage, the perseverance, and the responsibility we seek. And this book will help you to know what's matter to you. And besides, it's funny. The most important takeaway of this book is for me to take responsibility. You can't control the external stimuli, but you can control the internal outcome. Why is it important? Because we constantly blame others for what we have in life, but we need to take responsibility for our act or thoughts and how we react in front of someone or something. I read this book at a time that I blamed everyone and everything because some of the things that I was working on didn't work at all. I told myself it wasn't my fault because I did everything I can, but actually no, Anna, you didn't do anything you can to make things work. I procrastinated a lot and I thought I was doing a lot. At that time I stopped blaming others and I started to really work on things, and actually it worked. So thank you, Mark Manson, to punch me in the face with your book. The 4-Hour Workweek is one of the first personal development book that I read. It was about 6 or 7 years ago. If you don't know yet, Tim Ferriss, the author, explains how he lives by working only 4 hours per week. During his free time, he explores new places. He does a lot of sports and activities. He learned martial art, a lot of new languages, and he lived in a lot of countries. It's a step-by-step guide to help you quit your 9-to-5 job, travel the world, eliminate the emails, and live like a millionaire. It's pretty tempting, isn't it? Why this book was important for me? At this time, so 7 years ago, I was new in personal development world. I thought that my life would be around my 9-to-5 job, but I wasn't aware of all the possibilities. It's not something that someone told you in the university, and especially not in the pharmacy university. And the second takeaway is that it's possible to achieve a lot in a minimum time without distraction. It's not something that I did at that time when I finished to read the book, but it's something I try to do right now. I can't recommend this book enough. I just ordered the last version this week to read it again. The last book is 20-something 20 Everything from Christine Hassler. I'm pretty sure you don't know this book, but I have to say that it's the one that changed my life the most. I found this book in a difficult time and it really helped me to get out of my depression. No kidding. It had been 6 months that I didn't want to do anything with my life, that I asked myself a lot of questions, and I was in this state I didn't want it to see anybody, and I didn't want to get out of my bed. By doing some research, I realized I was going through a quarter-life crisis. It's a real thing. I thought I was alone, but not at all. And I discovered this book that I started to read right away. In the introduction of this book, there was a quiz to know if you're really going through a quarter-life crisis. The maximum score was 10 and I had 10. This book made me realize that it was okay to be stuck, to be lost, but it also was time to move on in my life. This book made me ask myself the right questions, and I selected the most powerful one into a guide you can download. I will put the link in the description box below. This book also made me realize I was chasing the wrong life for myself, and it made me rethink my entire life. If you feel lost, if you feel stuck, or even unsatisfied with your life, and you're between 22 and 35, I can't recommend this book enough. It saved my life. Books could really change your mindset, the way of thinking, and can open your eyes when you're not really ready to change. I read a lot of books about personal development, and some of them were bland, but some of them really changed my life. I think I will reread these books because depending on the moment you're in your life, you learn different things. These books helped me at different times of my life, and I couldn't be more grateful. So what about you? What are your most life-changing personal books? Tell me in the comments below. It's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it will give you some ideas about your reading list. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.